to Wildfire After the Show. You just watched episode 9 called Breakdown, and it was written by Sandy Isaac and directed by me. And today I have with me the Ritters. Welcome, guys. Nana, Andrew, and Micah. This is your first time. We've done one interview before, one or two, and this is the first one. So I'm going to be grilling you guys about, like, you know, the fans are very curious about the family and the Ritters, and there's a couple girls, and I think in Alabama that have a crush on you, Andrew. So we'll get you their information.
Especially after that shaving scene.
Yeah. So what did you guys think of the episode? I mean, it was kind of a cool family show. It had everybody had something to do in this one.
I loved it, especially since it brought up for our characters the fact, you know, of not having any men in your life.
Yeah.
You know, and what does a mother do? For me, that's always interesting.
Right.
That's the aspect for me. And it's like, yeah, you do. And as having been a single mother now and then, you have to get out there and play ball.
Yeah. Well, that was my favorite line in the whole show, which was improvised on the day, and I actually fell out of my chair. You weren't there, but and my chair was around the barn, and it was freezing. It was like the first scene in the morning, and everyone's just huddling around the heaters. And I don't know where you got funny at that early in the morning, but it was just killed me. What was it? What did you say? It was like
I think it was Bring It to Mama.
Bring It to Mama.
That's right. Which is, you know, the mode you have to get into.
What
was it? 8 degrees.
Yeah.
It was 8 degrees.
No,
And he was being really brave.
Yeah.
No coat, just out there.
Just playing ball.
I definitely wasn't there.
You were definitely not there at 6 or 7 in the morning, right when the sun comes up.
Probably still asleep.
Probably.
Yeah. And I thought that was a great scene between you guys. How was that to play?
Well, you know, I think going back to the knot, you know, I understand, you know, my mom not being able to have a husband or for me to have a father figure. I think he needs it more than I do. You know, I think growing up and not having a father, I think it's very important, and at the same time it's a hard thing for the mothers to do because they take on a very challenging role. And I think that's where Matt really steps up in this episode, and he's just sort of. I remember my dad always telling me, you know, you're the man of the house. I'm going out for a little while. You're the man of the house, and I think this is where Matt really steps up and says, look, you know, Dad's not here to take care of him in a lot of these shaving, you know, the simplest things. And, you know.
God knows if I did it, his legs would be really smooth. His face might be a problem.
That's right. A lot more girls wanting to talk to him. But
That's right.
Anyway, no, but I think it was quite a treat to be able to do that. I know that you said your father had done that, and I remember my dad, you know, taking the razors out and you know, putting the shaving cream on, and my mom always saying, don't cut yourself, you know. It's like, Mom, there's no razor. And, you know, I think that was really nice for me to be able to share that moment with Todd.
Right. Well, because it was interesting for you, Andrew. You're playing sort of, you're the youngest guy on the show, and you know you basically all these different people that you look up to and look to for things, and you really started to get close with Charlie with the karate, and then Pete comes back and your father comes back in your life. How was that to play to sort of bond with these older actors, and did you bring any of your own life experience into any of that?
Well, I'm the youngest of 7, and almost all of my family are girls. There's 2 boys, 5 girls.
Wow.
And all but one of the girls is like 20 or older, so they all have boyfriends, and they live like all over the country. So we'll go and visit them, and you know, sometimes my dad won't be with us, so we'll go, and it's like whoever's there, like, you know, if it would be like Paul or if it's Kevin or whoever it is, it's like they're taking on that role.
Right. So it's kind of like real life. You're the youngest kid always, and you're hanging out with Chris. You're hanging out with Mike.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, you seem natural doing it, so I guess life imitates art in that case. But I've asked you this before. Boxer's briefs. No, not that. How do you guys like living in New Mexico? I know you bought a house here, and I know you travel back and forth. What's your experience?
You know, it's so, you both look at me. It's very bizarre because I lived in Manhattan most of my life, born and bred, and I just didn't see any point in the middle of the country, visiting whatever. It didn't need to. And boy, was I wrong. I've lived in L.A., Las Vegas, lots of different places, and there's something about New Mexico and where we are, that is, it has everything I love. It has, where else do you come out of your driveway and 3 coyotes go by? And I roll down my window and say, hey, guys.
Oh, man.
And they're like, yeah, anyway, and they're calling each other, and just life. There's so much life and energy. I know it's like a cliche, but the energy is different here.
Wow. But you have your family here, so your boys are here. And
My boys are here, and my husband travels back and forth from Las Vegas because he works there.
And your whole background is dancing. That's
Yeah.
where you came from, and your mom was a famous
Yeah,
dancer.
my father a choreographer, and forever and ever. I'm 4th generation dancer. So that's what I did in between acting jobs to keep myself going monetarily.
Right.
I took a dancing job.
On the show, you're the matriarch and the mother of the show and the leader. But I've seen you help all the actors and sort of be there for all of them when they're away from their families. And I don't know if you can speak to that. We've talked about it before, but is that something has that happened on all your shows? Is this a unique experience?
It's the easiest here. I love mentoring. I believe in mentoring, especially women mentoring young women, because you don't see that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's more often men that feel good about mentoring boys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important to me. But I have to say, from the moment we did the read-through, the first time I met these people, I honestly liked them. My heart was open. It's not something I do because I think I should. I want, if they need something or they want to know something that I might know just because of experience, boy, I want to give it to them. It's no effort.
But you guys are also friends. I mean, even you guys are all different ages. You guys like hang out. Like I had dinner over at Greg Serrano's house with his wife, and we were just hanging out, just chilling. It was so cool.
Yeah,
That age isn't really a factor. You guys are all different parts of your life and parts of your careers, and
I think that's what's special about this cast and crew. You know, I've never been in a situation like this. I don't know about Nana. She's had a lot more experience than I have, but I mean, you come in here and it's warm. It's you know, like you said, everybody goes to dinner at Greg's or you know, or Jen's or mine's or Nana's, or you know, we all hang out, we all have a good time, and it's a family. It's a really unique thing, you know.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think it shows. That's why the show feels like it's a good family, and I think that comes across. So, all right, another question. Actually, this one's for Andrew. This is the girl from Lynn H. from Thorsby, Alabama. Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
No girlfriend. All right.
Nope.
You got a chance. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, what's your favorite part about doing the show?
I do love being around the horses. I love being around the horses and learning where to tickle them to make them smile,
Right.
and, you know, all these odd things. I was very intimidated at first, and now I feel very easy around them. And again, New Mexico, the beauty of the cottonwoods and the ranch. I mean, I'm shocked when I see it on film. The incredible beauty of it, and working there is wonderful. 8 degrees I could do without, but
summer, winter better.